now. Hello.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as we record another episode of Bingewatch and Friends. Yes! I'm Diana Brown. With me
Dan
is...
Wilson, and we are so thrilled to have you here. This is our second show of our third season because we control the horizontal, we control the vertical. A season is what we say it is.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as we record another episode of Bingewatch and Friends. Yes! What we were doing there is we were sharing...
I think I've got a tab open creating a feedback loop. Let me go ahead and turn that off. That's
See, if
much.
it weren't live, you wouldn't get all the magic of the behind the scenes, right? So this will be one of those episodes where you can talk about that. Again, we are delighted you're here, and thank you for your lovely suggestions in the chat. I'm just going to jump in and talk about why I'm so excited. Michelle J. Gilliam of Improv MKE is our guest artist tonight. I know you're excited. Just go ahead and put your hands together out there because we can feel it. Thank you.
Yeah, and yes, I mean, I can't really pass, or top that or whatever. I can use words. Words are what I normally do. So, yes, we're very, very pleased. One of the great joys of this project is getting to meet new improvisers and play with them. That sounds worse than it actually is. And tonight is no exception to that. So we're asking in the chat to give us a non-geographic location, and that'll be the basis for a set that we're going to get to play with her. And then after we're done with that, we're going to ask you to go ahead and put in the chat what shows you're currently binge watching, because you'll note that that's what we're called. We're called binge watch. We want to know what you're binge watching. And we'll take two of those shows that are very disparate and we'll mash them together into a brand new pilot, and that'll be our second half of the show.
Yes. And in this first set with Michelle, she will appear in most every scene. We're so excited. So I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look in the chat, Dan.
She's the friend.
She's the friend. That's
we're,
right.
We're the binge watch. She's the friend. I'm very proud of myself for parsing that out.
I'm going to have some coffee while you.
Yeah, I'm done. Trust me, I'm done. I'm done in more ways than one. I'm done in this town.
Wasn't that like a threat that people would be like, "You'll never work in this town again"? Well,
Paul Bettany actually got that. He was told he would never work in this town again, and then he left feeling like my career is over and got a call. Do you want to play Jarvis in Iron Man? So
people actually say that. That's not just like a trope from old movies.
They said it's a Paul Bettany, apparently. Yes.
Wow. All right, then. Well, what are you going to do with that? Except say, please sit back, relax, and enjoy what I am sure will be an amazing set because we have with us Michelle J. Gilliam.
Yay! So whatever, Anna, shall we get things moving, perhaps?
Yes, I realized I just did a silly thing. We didn't pick our location, our non-geographical location.
Well, I thought you had it in your mind. I thought you were just going to reveal it to us secretly in some fashion.
No, we have some great options. We have from Don McMillan, Between a Rock and a Hard Place. Hilarious. Thank you. From Heidi Duncan, Up the Creek Without a Paddle. From Dawn, Ground Control. We also have from Siddharth, The Principal's Office. And another from Heidi Duncan, In a Van Down by the River. Dan, which of these appeals to you?
I kind of like Between a Rock and a Hard Place.
I do too. So thank you, Don McMillan, for that. And we will now present you a series of scenes set between a rock and a hard place. Oh, jeez, Louise. I can't believe I thought I could install a brick wall by myself.
Okay, it's okay. We'll figure this out, okay? I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
You are much too kind. Okay, hold on. Let me put this like jack back underneath this part of the wall, and we
Hey,
can both let go
hey,
for a
Sarah.
minute.
Sarah, I don't want to be it's probably not the right time to ask, but is everything okay?
No,
Okay. I didn't want to pry before
things are not good.
okay. Yeah, 'cause like um it's a brick wall like in the middle of your living room. Um
Jacob and I are having some difficulty, and we can't afford to split the house, and
okay.
so we're just gonna split the house down the middle.
Okay. All right.
And I
So,
thought rock on my side, brick on his side.
okay. Okay. Sometimes and I'm not judging. I just want you to know. I'm just here
You're my
as a
baby
friend.
sister. You can judge.
Yeah, I'm your friend. I'm your sister. You know, um, just maybe you should have called me sooner and we could have like maybe thought about some things, talked about some things
Hold
before
on a
you.
second.
Mhm.
Quite often, you focus only on the friendship aspect of our relationship, and I need you to focus on the sister aspect of it right now because blood is thicker than water.
Right, right. I was trying to combine the
I know.
two.
I'm just very literal right now
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're
because I
right.
am literally between a rock and a hard place.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna let go a little bit. I'm gonna let go just a little bit.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna put the jack on the other side where you are. All right, and let me
Okay.
just. Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh. Okay,
Okay.
I think I can. Oh my
I
god,
think it's
I can
stable.
let go. I can let
Okay.
go. I mean, it's only 2 feet wide, but still, it's a lot of rock and
It
brick.
is. It is.
Jacob,
Hey, Jacob. Hey.
You're 2 inches
Oh my God.
too close on my side. 2 inches. This has to come
say
down.
hello to my sister,
Jacob.
Gwenny.
Nice
Say
to.
hi to Gwenny, Jacob.
Hello, Gwendolyn. It's nice to see you.
Um. Sure. Okay. So
You're
we're
2 inches off. This has to come down 2 inches closer to your side. Thank you very much.
Hold the phone, Jacob. I mean, I'd say I love you, but we both know that's over.
No, 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 not an issue.
I used to love you, and therefore,
Did you? Did you really?
okay.
Gwen, you can. You're an impartial part of
You
this
got it.
conversation.
oh yeah,
Has your sister ever loved me?
just talk to Gwen. I'll be back. I need a drink.
Don't, Jacob. Come on. You're hurting right now.
No,
You
I'm not hurting. No,
know.
no, no. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. I mean,
I
for
can
crying
tell.
out loud, I've just.
Jacob. What's
Yes.
going on? You two.
What's going on is your sister is trying to control the narrative. I'm sure she's told you all kinds of horrible things about me. I'm sure she told you all of my terrible flaws. I'm sure that she has strewn my name through the gutter.
She would never do that, and you know it. She would never do that. She loves you. She didn't even call me until she literally got stuck behind this brick wall today.
The
She would
wall was
never
her
say
idea, by
one
the way.
disparaging thing about you. What's that?
The wall was her idea, by the way.
Hey, I'm gonna.
There's a reason the wall was my idea. And I'm going to take it down, at least that 2 inches worth. But you said I can't bear to look at your face anymore.
A curtain would have been fine.
The curtain's impermanent.
So was our marriage.
Sarah, give me 2 seconds with Jacob, okay?
Okay, Gwenny.
Go have some tea.
Do you need the hammer?
No, I don't need the hammer.
It's not a very big hammer.
All right, I'm gonna tell you something, okay?
Okay.
You've got. This didn't come from me, okay?
Okay.
She's pregnant. She's pregnant.
Do you know who the father is?
Oh my God, Jacob, it's you. It's you.
No, 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 no. That can't be. That can't be. We have not been together for at least 3 months. And
Yeah.
unless she's found some great way of hiding it, whoever she conceived with was other than me. This is the kind of this is why it's over.
This is why she's acting a little different. Her hormones have gone nutty
Because she's having somebody else's baby.
because she's having your baby, you dum dum.
Oh, I'm the dum dum. I'm the
Yes.
dum dum.
She
Because
would
what?
never cheat on you. She adores you. Ever since you guys went to junior prom together 10
Oh,
years ago,
oh. Are you going to
sh-
really bring up nostalgia here?
she has been head over heels. Look, yes, my sister is gorgeous, and men look at her all the time, and women, let's be honest.
Yes, believe me, I know. I notice it
But
a
she
lot.
doesn't look back. You've got to give her some slack here.
You know, Gwendolyn, I know a different woman than you do. And
Okay?
maybe she would have never lied to you. Maybe she would have never kept things behind your back. But that's not the woman that I married.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe what I found. My prom dress. I
Looks just
wonder if
like
it,
the day you wore it. It's gorgeous.
Gwenny, would you like it? You can wear it for a costume party.
You know what? If you want me to hold on to it, I will, but I think you should.
I want you to put it in that box with that box of things I gave you that I never want to see again, but one day when I'm old, I'll want to look at and be able to say I had an interesting life. I got that from the Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to leave you two with the dress and you guys can work out
Jacob,
family. Yeah?
I just I just wanted to I don't mean to fuss, but did you take your blood pressure medicine? Because, you always forget to take it, and I don't want anything to
You know,
happen to you.
what I do and what I don't do is really no longer a concern of.
Well, Jacob, just because we're not going to be married doesn't mean I don't want you to stay healthy.
What, you're afraid I'm going to get so angry that my blood pressure is going to, like, I don't know, burst my brain?
That would be bad.
Jacob, could you make me some tea? Would you mind? I hope it's
Yeah, sure. I'll make you some tea, Gwendolyn.
thank you.
Have fun with story time, the two of you.
One day, I'm afraid his head or his heart is just going to explode like a water balloon.
Sarah, I
Gwendolyn,
told him. I told him.
you told him that
I told him. It should have been you. You should have told him.
I should have.
I know you're scared. You're gonna be a great mom.
I'm going to be a single mom.
No, you're not. If I have anything to do with it,
If
you're both
anybody.
just scared.
We're both scared.
Look, I know that we had a shitty mom, and I know that that was hard, especially on you. But I did my best, okay?
You were great. You did more than you should have had to do, and
Thank you for saying that.
you
But
gave me something. You saved up. I don't even know where you got the pennies and the nickels. You saved them up and you went to that funny little store and you bought me this rock that says gratitude
yeah,
because that's what you have for me.
yeah. You, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had faith in anything good. But I held on for you. I graduated high school for you. I graduated college for you and got my master's degree because I wanted to show you that it could be done even if we were in a terrible situation.
I'm so proud of you. And I I don't think I would have gotten.
Here.
Hi, honey. I mean, Jacob.
Here's
I don't
the-
think I would have gotten through college if you hadn't been my cheerleader.
Thank you. You would have. It just might have been a little bit tougher, but you also had someone else who was cheering you on the whole time.
And I couldn't have done it without him.
Sarah, just take your tea, please. Let's not make this any harder than it has to be.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, Sarah,
Yes, Jacob.
how far along are you?
Well, I'm 3 months and 6 days.
3 months and 6 days.
Yeah.
I need to go for a walk.
Jacob, you're both scared out of your minds. It's going to work out. It's going to work out.
I feel like I should have this baby and I should have you raise it because you won't mess it up.
I'm going to be there, but I'm going to be there as Aunt Gwenny.
You're going to make a hell of an Aunt Gwenny.
That's the plan.
We've done nothing but talk about me and my wall. I want to know, did you take the position? Because they'd be lucky to have you.
Well, I don't want to make it about me, but
Oh, let's make it about you, please.
I did take the position. Oh God, it feels weird even saying that. Oh my God.
You're going to be the youngest partner that firm has ever had. And I was so proud of you that you negotiated that I will not begin without partnership now. Nobody's done that.
Yeah, it was a big deal, but I meant it. I just walked right in there and I said, this is how it's going to go. And they said, well, we already knew that, but we wanted you to know too.
So you're going to be giving up like law in the courtroom. You're going to be strictly in the conference room law. I don't even know what the difference is, except you said you aren't going to be in the courtroom anymore. And I'm like, okay, well, she's going to be. I'm just thinking of LA Law and all those shows I've watched on TV, and everything happens in a conference room.
I'll mainly just be consulting before things go to trial, and closing deals, so that nothing gets too messy. Jacob.
I wish we had had you in our conference room before things got too messy. Jacob, it's not about us. I just wanted you to know because you kind of helped Gwenny get, the first interview. You introduced her to someone. I mean, she did it on her own volition, but on her own skill. But she's taking the position with the firm where your friend William works.
Yeah.
If you're not too highfalutin now as a lawyer, maybe you can help me take down this wall.
Wait a minute. Why are we taking down the wall? I have an overwhelming urge to play Pink Floyd right now. I know that's cheesy, but I can't help myself.
I will put this wall back up, I swear to God.
Don't put the wall back up. Don't put the actual or the metaphorical.
3 months and 6 days, huh?
Yes, Jacob. 3 months and 6 days.
Better ask for a raise.
He's not leaving.
You all have a love story that's enduring. Of course he's not.
Gosh, I just, oh boy, it's just, I mean... But
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. I didn't know anyone was in the conference room.
Yeah. It's. I'm just trying to figure out, the seating arrangements to make sure, that everyone needs to be in the right place, or else there's going to be chaos. There's going to be, hurt feelings and anger and barely repressed rage.
Uh, for the arbitration?
Well, of course. Oh, hi, Judy. Thank you for joining. I'm just.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, where are the paralegals that are the paralegals? We are like a flying wedge of paralegal awesomeness.
Well, you guys were paralegals before I got here. Now it's like trialegals.
I see what you did there. That's hilarious. Try illegal. Try not to legal. That would be a. I don't know what I'm going with that one.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling her that we got to make sure that people are arranged properly, because I'm really afraid, because you know how the seniors are. I mean, you've got Miss Granite, who is such an amazing lawyer, but so difficult, and then you've got, well, you know what
Richard.
we call him, Mr. Hot Ass. Yeah.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah, but you know what we got also? We got that new hotshot coming on board today.
Oh, I totally forgot about them. Oh
She's
my
so
God.
nice. She told me when no one's watching, because she's got to be professional, I can call her Gwenny.
Wow.
That's nice. So we could put Gwenny between Ms. Granite and Mr. Hot Ass.
Yeah,
And she could be a buffer. Be a buffer.
Yeah.
yeah.
She'd be a great buffer. You know what else we could do?
What?
Oh.
I've been doing a lot of reading lately and also watching organizing shows, right?
Are you
oh.
going Mari methoding it?
I'm close. I
Oh.
just want to feng shui the room a little bit.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Do you want to move the table?
Yes, let's move the table.
Okay.
Can we feng shui, or is that cultural appropriation if we do it? I don't understand entirely. Is it okay if we feng shui the room?
I don't know what else to call it.
I don't know what else to call it either, so let's just call it what we know it to be.
All right. I just don't want to get in trouble, because Miss Granite is a real stickler for things.
That's true. Oh, maybe
But
we should
but I
do
think
it.
we can arrange things to encourage metaphysical prosperity and
Okay,
success.
let's move the table.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah, let's
east,
move the
west, or
table.
north, south?
I think we have to do it northwest,
Northwest.
like Kim Kardashian's daughter.
You are so up with what's going on in the world. You are gonna leave this place, and you are gonna become an Entertainment Tonight spokesperson. I know it.
Stop it.
But not
You
until
will.
the caseload is lowered, because we can't have you leaving early. We can't have you leaving early. You can go be somebody after you take care of the paperwork.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I don't want
I'm-
to crush your dreams or anything, but I don't
Look.
I don't want to do it.
Look, I've been taking a lot of classes for self-improvement, and I even have a personal coach. You cannot crush my dreams unless I allow you to. And guess what?
Wow.
I don't allow you to.
Your dreams
Wow.
are crush proof anyway, hun.
Thank you.
You are like a
Stop it.
butterfly lighting here on a little flower before you go on to bigger and better things.
Stop it.
I mean,
Listen,
I mean,
I need to go get the donuts. You two lay out the binders, okay?
Okay, we'll lay out the binders. We also need to move the plant.
I'll move the plant.
Okay.
I got to say, I'm really impressed. I mean, I've tried to do some self-improvement over the years too, but that mostly involved taking a pottery class at the community college, and that really hasn't done anything for my career.
Pottery classes are great, though. They can be very relaxing.
They
Plus,
can
you
be
can give
very
them as
relaxing.
gifts.
But but that's the problem is I've made like 25 ashtrays, and nobody uses them anymore. Everyone
Ah.
vapes now, and they don't need ashtrays for vaping. So I don't.
You have to tell them to repurpose.
How do you repurpose an ashtray? What would you? I
Well,
guess.
maybe you can use it as like a bird feeder, or maybe you can use it as like a cat dish, or like a milk bowl. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, and I could give them as gifts to grease the wheels towards the ladder of success.
Oh,
Because
I
that's the
love
thing
that.
about you is that you're expanding your horizons, and you're becoming somebody more powerful.
Oh my gosh. Do you really mean that?
Well, I mean, that's what I gather from your conversation, that you're going to be somebody someday, and you're going to look back on us and you're going to think that we're little people.
No way. I would never think that. You're so tall.
That is a good point. That is a good point. But you might consider me insignificant, when you're up there with the big wigs and like being a mover and a shaker, like Salt and Pepper.
Oh, I love that band.
They're a band?
Yeah. You never
Oh,
heard the song Shoop? That's my karaoke song.
oh, I see. Unfortunately, I haven't heard a song since 1975. It's a religious thing.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
y'all.
Hey.
A package just arrived, and it
Ooh,
just says staff.
Oh, we're staff.
what's
That's
that?
what I was thinking.
We're,
But
we're
then,
totally staff.
but then, we're not the only staff.
That's true.
And if we open it, oh, it's priority. If
What
we
if there's a
open it and it's
staff
not
in
for
there?
us- What?
What if there's a staff in there?
You are so good and funny and delightful and I don't know. I wanna, but
Just be really careful when you open it, not to get a paper cut, because I had a friend get a staph infection once, and you don't want to get one of those.
we all know that I am the most unlucky person, and that's what's gonna happen to me if I open this. I'm gonna just put it down because I'm being tempted. Temptation, get thee behind me, Satan, with the temptation.
I'm just so curious now.
I know.
Maybe if you just took like a paper, like an envelope opener, or like some scissors, and something that wouldn't, give you a staph infection.
No, no. I think
Then
this
it would
is. I'm
spread
being
through all of
tested.
us.
I bet you that Mrs. Anthracite. I mean, Granite. I always get those two confused.
Yeah.
Well, she reminds me of Anthracite, but her name is Granite.
Yeah.
I think it's a test. And if we open this without, letting everyone know, we could be on the chopping block.
But what if it's the other way around? What if it's a test to see if we do open it?
Oh, and if we're not showing initiative,
Yeah.
this is a 50-50 proposition. I got to think about it some more. Does anyone want coffee? Because I need some coffee.
Oh,
Yes,
the coffee
please.
would be great. Thank you so much.
Cream and sugar? Or you want one of those nut pod things?
I want cream and sugar.
Cream and sugar for you, honey. What do you want?
I'll go for salt and pepper, like like a power player.
Okay. I'm not going to judge your culinary implications. That's not the word I want. But you know what I mean.
I am judging you.
Judging
Oh.
for both of us. I'll be back.
Wow.
Salt and pepper, huh?
Well, yeah. I just want to. I'm inspired by you. You're making something of yourself, and I want to put some pep into my pep talks and to pep talk myself into something bigger than what I am.
Well,
Maybe a junior partner someday.
you've got everything it takes. I mean, you have a law degree. I mean, she and I just went to school to become paralegals, and you actually have a law degree.
Yeah, but it was from Phoenix University.
I mean, that's okay. It still counts. In 36 states, at least, is what I've heard.
True,
And
36 states, and I did get a master's degree from Trump University, but that's only good in like 2 states.
that's true. Not in the lower 48, though. So
No,
you'd have to move to Alaska, Hawaii, which, I mean, those are extremes as far as temperature. So it really just depends on what you like.
that's true. But I could build my own house in Alaska out of ashtrays.
You could, because you've got so many. I've seen your garage.
I've got so many of them, and I can't give enough of them away. Oh my
I
God,
just
you are
couldn't.
such an inspiration. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, thanks.
I
You'd have to
just had
say,
a... Oh, I'm sorry.
what's
Here's
that?
your
No,
coffee.
go ahead.
it's
Here's
all
your
right.
coffee, sugar.
Thank you.
Here's your coffee, hun.
Oh,
Did you
thank
put
you.
sugar in mine and honey in his?
I did. And I put salt and pepper in his too because I thought he's already got honey in there. What the hell? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I want you to finish your thought.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I was wondering about the shipping of the ashtrays over to Alaska and if that would defeat the purpose of everything.
Yeah, because it's
How's your
pretty.
coffee?
I'm suddenly questioning all of my life's choices.
As you
Well,
should.
yes, thank you, as you should, because salt and pepper, I know you want to have a saltiness to your speech and some pep in your step, but honey, salt and pepper and coffee is bad.
I gotta say, this has been the most spiritually eventful pre-conference, pre-conversation I've ever had. So thank you guys.
Of
Thanks for
course.
meeting here between where Ms. Granite and Mr. Hotass are gonna sit. I feel like I figured out who I am because of you.
Yeah? And who
Yeah,
is that?
Yeah, let us in on it.
I'm somebody who doesn't make pottery very well and puts metaphors into physical form to great diseffect. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in life, and I should be happy with that.
Are you
Are you
saying,
though?
are you
Sorry.
limiting yourself? No, you were asking a similar question, I think, hon. Oh, you sugar, he's on. You need to strive for more, don't you think?
I would rather be a booster. I believe in you. You're so
Oh, I thought
inspiring.
you meant like stealing things from stores.
That's what
And
I thought,
I'm,
because that's what it means to boost something.
yeah. But I'm like, that's illegal. So maybe
Yeah.
you didn't
I
mean
was, I
that.
was thinking more of like the little chairs you put on children when they're in restaurants. I was thinking more
Oh,
like that.
those are
But
nice
not
too.
not that I'd be handling your rear end to push you up because that would get me in charge with HR.
I
Well,
mean,
Uh,
those,
I probably shouldn't be calling you sugar and honey, because, that's not you're not allowed to do those things no more. It's sad, really.
it
There's a
is.
lot of things we
Very
got
sad.
rid of that are good, but some things like calling each other hun and sugar, it's harmless.
Yeah.
I guess unless you're, adding some grab ass to it, then it's not so harmless.
which is
Unless you
why
get permission to get grabbed asked,
Yeah, I mean, a perfect
then that's
consent.
okay.
Consent is fine.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if, he gave you permission to grab his tush and you wanted to grab his tush, then it would be a perfectly okay thing.
to help boost me up in my career,
Yeah.
or just to get to a high shelf.
Or just to
Exactly.
get a little, something, something.
That's true.
I think you two. Did you ever see the movie How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying?
No, but I've heard of it.
I haven't seen a movie since 1975
Well, this
It's
was
a
well
religious
before
thing.
religious
that.
reasons. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sugar, I spoke over you. But there's an elevator scene, and there's three people, and there's a guy and a girl, and then another coworker who happens to be a girl. And she senses a little spark between the two characters, and she's like, "Oh, look at this! Dinner special at the top bottom of the ad. Not bad. Service for two. It was $3.58 back then. Today it would be like $47.50, but that's still pretty good. And I saw the place just up the road, the Bistro Splendido. They have a dinner special for two.
Are you implying that maybe we should go out on a date?
I'm implying that I think the two of you ought to take your conversation to a more congenial location.
Yeah, but this is the conference room we have to set up for the meeting.
Yeah, but I'm talking later after the meeting's done met. You could meet.
I don't know. I haven't
Have
met
some
somebody
meat.
since 1973.
And have some meat, because you both love the meat. I tried to go vegan for a day and it just didn't set.
Am I allowed to ask what your religion is?
Mine?
No, his.
Oh, you are. Yeah, you could ask mine too, but his is much more interesting.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really have a name. It's, my parents founded it back in 1973, and there's never really been more than about 15 adherents. And I think they're pretty much all family, or at least suspected to be.
So it's not Scientology.
No, we're no longer allowed to use that name. I mean, we did for about, 5 years, and then John Travolta himself came to our house, and it was very frightening.
Oh.
Did he fly his plane?
This was like a long time ago.
Oh,
So this was like in between his two peaks in the career. It was after Vinnie Barbarino, but before Pulp Fiction.
got it.
Did
That
he?
was a good
Oh,
time.
before Pulp Fiction, so he didn't do this when he came to your house.
No,
Did he
no,
do a
no.
little Vinny for you?
He did threaten to put his fist in my face.
Ooh.
What was that phrase they used to say? I can't remember. There's so many things that just fly right out of my transom.
Well, hi, Miss Granite. Yeah, we'll have the room ready before your meeting.
Oh my God, Miss Granite makes me break out in hot sweats and
Yeah, the
hide.
meeting's in about 30 seconds, so everything. No, nothing's ready at all.
I'll tell
Oh,
you what. I will go back and get the plant, and the two of you can finish the binders, and we'll be fine.
okay.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna get a new job.
Okay. I guess it's just me then.
And on that note of despair and vocational terror, that's our show.
Yes,
What's the first
Michelle,
part of our
come on
show?
back. That was so much fun.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Thank you guys.
Thank you for playing with us. We will ask you to graciously introduce us, and we'll go get ready.
I will. I would love to do that. All right. Let's be honest. You are not here to see me. So your main event is coming up right now. Get excited for Binge Watch.
Woo-hoo! I'll be right there, Mr. Wilson.
I'll just vamp for a while until you show up. We're gonna do it old school.
I was changing my blazer. Hey, everybody. Let's hear it once again for Michelle J. Gilliam. Woo!
Well, that
So
was
fun.
fun being between a rock and a hard place there. We had a little bit of pathos going
Yeah.
on.
And both scenes were about relationships.
Yes.
Spooky.
Highly frayed relationships.
Highly frayed relationships. I think your character moved back in. Like we're gonna give it another
Yeah,
go.
no, the first character, he definitely, once he realized that he was the father.
Do you think your character and Michelle's characters are gonna go have that dinner for two special?
Oh, yeah, but it's going to be terribly awkward. It's going to be a horribly awkward dinner in which nothing will come about. Yeah, but it'll be an attempt.
Beautiful. I am looking at the chat to see what people have suggested. So remember, good humans, we are always looking for you to give us the shows you're currently binge watching. We take two very disparate shows, mash them together, and make a whole new show. So I'm going to take a little look here. I'm seeing The Politician, a tour de force performance from both Bette Midler and Judith Light. Ooh, so that's all about this like kid who my understanding is it's all about this kid who has his eye on the presidency, and he'll do almost anything to get there.
And doesn't it start with like becoming class president and it kind of like works its way to
I
higher?
think so, yeah.
Okay. And we also had an earlier comment about Benidorm.
Yes,
Benidorm.
Benidorm, a fun romp of Brits behaving badly in Spain. That from the gracious Heidi Duncan. We had The Politician from Stacey Marshall. We have
Lucifer from Don McMillan.
Lucifer. That's a good one. Thank you, Don.
The Chair and
The Chair. That's pretty great too.
What's The Chair?
So The Chair is all about so the chair of a department, an English department, English humanities department, in a lesser Ivy, I think it is, college, and she is Korean and a woman, so that's like groundbreaking because everybody else is white men mostly, and I think there's one white woman, and much older, right? And so she has all kinds of wacky things happen and serious things happen, and and she has to manage and mitigate all of this while trying to keep the school from being sold out. And David Duchovny figures prominently in a couple of episodes. That's all I'll say.
Okay, great. And then we've also got Ted Lasso. So we've got a few good options here. So which of these is tickling your improv fancy, Ms. Diana?
Oh my goodness. They're all so good. There's something about the politician that's hard to say no to. And Lucifer is brilliant, right?
Yeah, well, you got to choose one.
Okay. This is hard. I'm not going to say the thing I said the last show. It's so hard. It's like, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to take Lucifer.
All right, let's go ahead and mix that up with Ted Lasso.
I love it. Now, Les, for those who have never seen either of these shows, let's share what we know about them. Lucifer is literally about Lucifer, who ends up hanging out in Los Angeles and becomes good friends, potentially romantically involved, with a homicide detective.
Yes, and apparently as the season goes on, there's more and more issues with Lucifer's role in the war against heaven and hell, because he abdicated his seat in hell. And up to the current season, I believe, and this is a spoiler, but it's in the trailers, to the point where God is like, oh, well, if you can retire, so can I. And so Lucifer is basically called upon to take the role of God. So it starts as a police procedural, and then it gets extremely cosmological as the show goes further on.
I love it. All right. And so Ted Lasso, you are more hip to Ted Lasso than I. Please share.
Well, I've never actually seen it, but I know it's about somebody who goes to Canada, I believe, to go and do football, which of course is what we would call soccer, and is known for just being an extremely positive, well-grounded, upbeat individual, kind of the antithesis of everything we ever see in American sports.
All right, I'm going to just take a quick double check here. He goes to, is it Canada? I thought it was the UK.
I thought it was the UK also, and I think we got corrected last time we did Ted Lasso.
Oh, no. He is unexpectedly recruited to coach an English Premier League team.
Oh, so it is in UK.
So it is in England.
It is in England. See, I told you I haven't seen it. I've only seen the trailers.
That's okay. I've not seen it either. I just Googled.
Well, nevertheless, welcome to the very first episode of The Good Devil. It's a nice place you got here. It's good. It's good. It's really good. It's spacious. I would say tastefully done. I would say tastefully done, to be certain. I'm your new house manager, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. I was told to come here. You know, I'm gonna help you run the business. You know, because that's what I'm good at. And
You're American.
Yeah, I'm an American.
One.
Don't hold it against me. Every 4 to 8 years, folks are either happy to see me or not.
So terribly unfortunate for you.
No. It's worked pretty well for me. I grew up in Kansas, spent some time in Ohio.
Hold on.
A little bit in Nebraska.
Hold on. Kansas is a real place. I thought it was where Dorothy came from in The Wizard of Oz.
Everything's in black and white. Yeah, no, it's funny. It's funny. It is. No, it's a good place.
Is it very flat?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. That is not an exaggeration.
You can just see the horizon and it just goes forever.
It's as flat as my accent.
Oh, I like
there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is good. This is good.
Manager.
House manager. Like, my job is to go ahead and take certain things off your plate, help manage the staff, make sure that everyone's where they need to be at the whole time, take care of your bookings, make sure the doors open, the doors close when they're supposed to do that. Make sure all
front
of
of house
regulations.
Front of house. Now
front and back of house. I'm also going to make sure that all the safety regulations are taken care of. We can't violate OSHA.
That's the stage manager's job.
Well, yeah, if you're like, doing theater or whatever, but this is a nightclub.
You're mixing vernaculars in a way that I'm very confused. Because you are front of house, host and hostess. And back of house, of course, is operations or the kitchen or the bar manager.
Well, exactly. See, I'm the house manager. I manage your house. So I don't do all the jobs. I make sure everyone knows what to do and make sure they do it well and they're taken care
What
of.
do you call a Hoover?
A Hoover? Like from Whoville? Like Horton here's a Hoover?
No, the
Or you-
appliance with which you suck up grit.
That would be a vacuum cleaner.
A Hoover.
Well, I mean, there's more than one brand out there. I mean, there's lots of different brands of vacuum cleaners.
Yes, but we call it a Hoover. We hoover when we clean. We are going to have to get an English to, let me rephrase that, American to English dictionary, because we clearly are not speaking the same language.
Well, that's the funny thing. It's like so I'm guessing you're probably from England. I'm supposing for the most part. I'm based, on where we are and how you sound.
I've been there.
Yeah, I thought so. And that's fine. I think it's great to be, international, intercontinental, and all of that. But really, my only concern is to do the best job that I can do, and make sure that we all do the best jobs that we can do. Because, I don't know why you started this business, but wasn't it to bring joy to people? Wasn't it to bring happiness? I mean, this is a nightclub. This is where folks go to escape their everyday. This is where they go to, find joy. And we can make that happen.
That's not why they come to a nightclub.
Oh, well, I think we can have a difference of opinion there.
They come to a nightclub to drown their sorrows, to lose themselves, to give themselves permission to escape their bounds of appropriateness and slide into the people they most long to be. Haven't you ever wanted to leave behind some of your inhibitions and slide deeply into your baser instincts, allowing yourself to flow like a river, uncontrolled, until you erode the banks that contain you?
Wow, golly gee willikers. You put it that way, and it does sound tempting. It does. It really does. But, I just don't think that's me so much.
You know what? There's an American program I used to enjoy. I
Oh,
watched it in rerun on something called Nick at Night. It was the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Oh, yeah. That was great stuff. That was great stuff.
Yes, and God rest his soul, Mr. Lou Grant, played by Ed Asner. He had a conversation with dear plucky Mary when she first came to work. He looked her straight in the eyes and said, "Kid, you got spunk." And she looked very happy. And then he looked her deeper in the eyes and said, "I hate spunk." I'd like you to watch that episode and remember that.
I think I see where you're going here. You've been in this business for a long time, I'm guessing? You've been around for a while?
You could say that.
It can get a little... That's why you need fresh blood. That's why you need someone like me to come in. I mean, this place, I gotta say, I did a little bit of research, and, there's been some weird stuff going on here, But with the right hand at the tiller, this can be, dare I say, the most family-friendly nightclub in the entire city.
Now you're just making me angry.
Well, that's never my goal, to make you angry. My goal is to make you happy and profitable and free of lawsuits.
Okay, the last part I like a lot. I'm going to go and get my bar back, and you can have a conversation. They come from where I come from, too.
Oh, they're from England. London, maybe. Sussex, Essex. I know a few English words.
They're from a little further down.
Oh, gosh. My geography is not that good, to be completely honest. I mean, I've always wanted to be good with geography, but whenever I play Trivial Pursuit, that's the one color on those cards. I can never get that pie. And it's frustrating.
Hi.
You can't. Oh, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
It's a great day for new beginnings.
Okay. I have this calendar I keep in the back. And when it's one day, each page is a day.
Alrighty, so it's a daily
Wastes a
calendar.
lot of trees, but there's a lot of room to write.
You know what I love? I love those Far Side one-a-day calendars where every day it's a new Far Side cartoon. And I know it's been like 20 years since those things came out, but they still make me laugh.
I've still got two 1980 Far Side calendars. You want one?
Oh, that would be amazing.
They're
That would be.
collectible.
I want you to know that I'm going to treat everybody who works here equally. So if this is some kind of play for favoritism, I just want you to know that I am on the straight and narrow.
This is simply a gesture of friendship.
Then I am happy to be friends with you.
Listen, I wanted to make sure that nobody was over there watching your back, because nobody here is going to watch your back.
Well,
I'll
why
try
would they
to-
have to watch my back?
Well, there's been some things happening.
I've read some news stories. They're all very vague, but they all sound extremely dramatic.
You, you watch a lot of PG TV?
You mean like not cable?
I mean, like Disney Family.
Oh, wow. I used to. I used to watch a lot of TV, but I've been really focusing on, family and career for the most part. And, that's why I'm here, to go ahead and make the world a better place for my family.
It's so weird that you want to work in a bar in order to make the world a better place for your family.
Well, why do you work here then?
Well, I've worked with the boss before, and when he decided to, well, they decided to come here, I came too.
So loyalty. You're here because of loyalty. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I'm here because of loyalty.
Loyalty, they say that cleanliness is next to godliness, but I gotta say, loyalty's right up there too. It's pretty sacred in my book.
I gotta warn you of something. Don't talk about loyalty around the boss, because the boss has got some issues around loyalty.
He's been hurt before,
Family.
I get that. Oh, family. Oh, that's the worst. No one can hurt you like a brother or a parent or a child.
His brother.
Possibly a third cousin if you're like raised close together. That can also be an issue.
Wait a
Occasionally, pets will really do something that makes you question their loyalty. I had a dog once, and he just chewed the heck out of all of my loafers. And I just wondered if he cared for me at all.
You can tell a lot about a man by the footwear. Loafers.
Well, yeah,
You're going to want to wear something that laces up around here, because if you're running really fast to get away from a very large demon.
Now, you see, because we serve, oh, look at me. Now, because we serve food here, unless that's a service animal, it would not be allowed on the premises.
You started to say, Sue, are you litigious? Are you coming in here just to get a lawsuit and then bankrupt the club? Because I don't want to go back down where I used to work. I want to stay up here.
You don't have to go to the south of England as far as I'm concerned. The important thing is that I'm not here. Americans are litigious. I will give you that. But that's not me. That's not why I'm here. Look, I look at you and I see somebody who is loyal, who is dedicated, who is devoted, you might say, to the well-being of your friend, your employer, your colleague. You don't stick around in a job like this unless you've got a good reason to do so. You are someone I can tell is deeply, deeply good at heart.
Were that it were true.
You don't give yourself enough credit. I gotta say, I've known some people who did some pretty bad things back in the day. Things they're not proud of. Things some of it even done time for. But with the right motivation, with someone behind them, to support them, to boost them, to encourage them, people have become better. They become the people they want to be. And I believe that you could become the best version of yourself that you want to be, with a little support, with somebody who's got your back.
I might move out of the third circle all the way up to purgatory.
Is that one of his other clubs? I'm not familiar with that one, but I didn't check the bank statements yet.
Previous clubs. Listen, if you happen to notice a rushing sound like wings and things seem to move in slow motion and then you don't remember what happened, it's just because you had a cocktail.
Good to know. I'll stay sober on the job.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm glad to work with you. I want you to know that.
I didn't tell you my name, but that's okay.
Doesn't matter. We are more than the names we are given at birth. We are who we want to be.
You're making me feel things I haven't felt since I was last alive. With possibility.
Then you know what? It's my first day. I'm already knocking it out of the park.
You're knocking something. All right, I'm going to go slice some limes.
You do that. I'm going to go check out the kitchen. I'm smelling something like, I don't know, it's like a brimstone smell. We got to see what that is and make sure it's not a problem with the health commission.
It's probably the dinner special.
I'm going to like working here. And so he does, over the course of the next season.
Wow, 2 scenes.
2 scenes, yeah, but they were meaty, hearty scenes.
They were fun. I had such a blast as always playing with you, Dan Wilson. Let's get our fabulous guest artist to come back on screen. Michelle. God, it was so much fun to get to play with her too.
It was. Hey!
Hi, Michelle.
Oh, God, you're so funny.
Oh, thank you. As are you. Now, people watching want to know where they want to get more deliciousness. That is, Michelle. Where can they find you on the interwebs?
Every Monday I do a show on the WGIS or the WG Improv School Twitch channel. So you can see me there. I teach classes. New classes going up for Improv MKE next week. And then I have a couple classes at the World's Greatest Improv School that are up. I think there's 1 spot in one class and 3 spots in another that are left right now. So you can check those out.
You are a busy, busy, busy person. And now you also have a jam, right?
Yes, we have a jam. Right now we do 2 a week. That might be changing. The world is changing, so we'll see. But Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central, which is 5 p.m. PST. And on Sundays, we call it the Liverpool Day because Jess O'Neill and Becky Webb run those at 1 p.m. Central, 11 a.m. PST.
Fabulous. What a joy to have you with us. Thank you to our audience for watching with us as we record this episode. Thank you to our audience watching this episode at a later time. Thank you for your support. Dan Wilson, take us home.
Thank you so much. Again, if you like what you've seen tonight, if you like improv, you like live performance, please like, subscribe, put things in the chat. We're thrilled to have you with us, and we hope to see you again at our next show in 1 month.
Yes, when our guests will be none other than the duo that makes up Roland and Rich's Rich Baker and Roland Lopez. Yay!
So we'll see you then. Until then, have a great month. Bye, y'all. And we're out.